And this is it. We're live.
Hi.
Yeah, they fly away. The Wookiee grabs some like rope and just air vacs
No,
out.
he doesn't.
It's his turn.
Yeah, and on my turn, I'm going to saber throw.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit.
Do you have saber throw?
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice.
Disregard that. I'm going to use the. So first of all, my question is, what kind of spaceship is it, and how is this rope being lowered off of it?
It's like you know the Battle Droid Federation had those giant ships that like open from the side and then lower down big racks of battle droids.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, those.
It's one of those, but it's like a smaller version of them. It only holds like 10 people rather than like 100 droids.
Right. So there's
basically it's gull wing. The gull wings are open and there's like a rope hanging down, XCOM style.
So there is an entrance in there.
Yeah.
All right. So since I generated 3 force die, I'm going to saber throw to slice the rope so that the Wookiee falls back onto the roof. But then I'm going to use the remaining light side to force leap into the spaceship.
Damn.
Can you do that as a maneuver?
Yes, I can. Once per combat, I can force leap as a maneuver.
I mean,
you have
so
to
here's the
re-roll
thing.
the force die to do a second.
You need to make an actual ranged attack roll to make the saber throw work first.
Yeah.
Saber
and you're
throw.
rolling against
Form the
two
saber.
purple.
No, it's a
that's
lightsaber
an-
combat check as arranged.
Yes.
But I get to roll my lightsaber.
Yes.
What do I
Okay.
roll against?
2 purple.
No problem, buddy.
Nice.
Okay. You cut it. The Wookiee falls to his death.
Whoopsies.
With his gun. He's literally just like getting away. Maybe he's holding the gun and he's doing like the Predator takeoff scene. And
He's
then
like-
you-
that's like
you-
smoking
he's like
a
being
fur
hauled
metal,
into the vehicle, and then you like saber throw, and then you're Michael Jordaning through the air with your saber coming back towards you, and he's falling down in slow motion. He's just spraying bullets everywhere from his laser gun. And then he hits the ground with a sickening crack. Maybe he's like a block down from Coral, Mulaxi, and T0BY. And
Use
doesn't
his
get back
organs
up.
to save Coral.
Look there.
Yeah.
A bag of organs has just showed up.
Bring me that liver.
What are you doing on this transport vehicle?
Take a looking around. Or,
Okay,
yeah,
on
taking a
it
look
there
around.
are 4 military-grade hover bikes. There's nobody in the bay here, and it's just like a helicopter. Like there's a bay in the back, and then there's like a pilot seat up front.
Oh, so I can't even get. There's not like a door.
There's no door. You could literally just walk in there and stab the guy to death. It's a little Solisteni guy, and he looks back. He's like, no, oh no! And is immediately like pulling the helicopter gunship thing back to like blast into space and throw you off.
I'm going to threaten him and tell him to land with a lightsaber.
Okay, make your coercion check. I'll give you a blue die for that lightsaber, but if you fail this, you're probably going to get tossed out of the vehicle that's heading into space.
It's just like he'll just barrel roll. You'll just.
Yeah, he's literally just going to take you into space.
All right.
And then you're in
Suck
space
on
and
my
like
walk,
die.
I'm
Please.
Nerd.
Yeah.
I'd like to upgrade. Why not?
Let me see what you're rolling against. Solistani pilot. Okay, it's that guy. Go ahead and make it against 2 purple and 1 red and a black.
All right. Hold on a second. I've got a relevant thing.
You gonna take 2 minutes to look it up?
Nope. Yeah, I get to remove that black.
Okay, cool.
And I spent a light side to upgrade because I don't want to get thrown out of the thing.
And in space, and then you die. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Because that would be a way less dramatic death than getting blown up by a speeder bike. Just
Nope.
I still failed.
Nope.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely attempts to barrel roll you out. So this is going to be... I need you to make an athletics check versus his piloting to throw you out of the vehicle before you die.
Okay, boss. I'm going to try and generate some light side points to use on enhance,
Okay.
which will increase my athletics check. So,
All
but
right,
first I have
everyone.
to try and generate some force. All right, so I'll take those 2 light side points, and it lets me. Real quick, just gotta click over there. Add some dice to my thing. I don't know the specifics, though. I don't want to cheat and give myself too much.
Okay.
It as part of the pool, right? So, I get to upgrade a bunch then, I guess.
All right. You're rolling against 2 red, 1 purple, 1 black. And I think Toby, you're watching over. Maybe it's Mulaxi's who's
I'm
watching.
not
right?
watching.
Toby's definitely. Mulaxi, you're watching this pilot. They look like they're
Yeah.
pretty good, and they're going into like a series of like full straight up like barrel rolls, trying to centrifuge the Jedi out of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Woohoo. That was what, 2 red, 1 purple, and 1 black.
Yep. But
Correct.
you remove the black.
All right. Click.
Do it.
And let's get rid of these force because that wasn't part of it anymore. And big money. No.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh man. F
So
it, right?
as you're falling like 200 feet through the air,
Yeah.
what are you thinking about?
Um,
I regret
that
it.
that was really shitty. Like I couldn't even grab onto something.
That
like, I
was
like,
your
oh, wow, I
grab
couldn't even
onto
grab
something
onto that
roll.
hover bike. What?
If you
Yeah.
want to spend a light side die, I'll let you grab onto a hover bike as you're falling. Certainly.
Oh, totally. I grab onto a hover
Oh.
bike and go with it out of the bay.
Sure.
And then try and like desperately turn it on. Like
Yeah.
You're Anakin Skywalkering that shit.
I was gonna suggest you just rip the holocron out of your chest and try to protect it from breaking.
yeah, because that works.
Smush it into Carl. Become Carl.
So here's the
Oh,
deal.
no.
I now need you to make a piloting
Just lands
planetary
on
check
Coral and
versus-
transplants it.
versus. Actually, you know what? I think you need to make a fear check because this is fucking terrifying. You're now falling
Sure.
out of an aircraft with a hover vehicle that isn't turned on.
What is a fear check?
That
A
is
fear check is
fucking
versus your
crazy.
discipline.
Oh, well then it gets fucked probably.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I don't know. You've been rolling like shit as of late.
Yeah, well all of those shit rolls are used now. That's how that works. I spent them.
That's how you get good at
I've
role playing is by
depleted the
getting all the
reservoir.
shitty rolls out of the way first, right?
Like it would have been cooler to hijack that ship, but also hijacking a hover bike and then not dying is pretty cool too.
Absolutely.
Not
That's
a
a better
TPK.
idea. Put the holocron in the Wookiee. Oh, that's so much better. That's a better
that's
All
idea.
right.
not, that's
You're-
not how this works, guys.
You're rolling against
That's not how any of this works.
3 purple.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I can just shove holocrons into people.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, you're not afraid at
Nice.
all. You suffered
does that
level-headed.
Triumph
Correct.
get him?
Yeah, that triumph I imagine gives me a blue on the planetary piloting check.
I can check quickly. actually.
Let's see here.
Maybe,
Triumph
please.
can cancel all fear penalties. You do not need to make any fear encounters for the rest of the day.
Oh,
Not that it
No,
comes
I
up
guess
that
that's
often.
something.
Yeah, you're
That's
you're falling through the sky, and you're just you just literally don't give a shit. You're so fucking method Jedi. Why don't you make that piloting planetary versus 2 purple and 1 black die? If
Okay.
you can turn it on, you're gonna fall a hell of a lot less fast. You're
Good
definitely
thing.
gonna hit the ground and take damage. There's no way you can avoid that.
All right.
Just how much do your thighs go into your stomach? That's what we're trying to work out here, you know.
A lot, apparently.
come on.
Fail.
Oh my
Okay.
I thought you got rid of
All
all
of-
your shitty rolls.
Look at all
man.
these advantages that I keep getting and no successes
Yeah.
on every
that's-
single one of my
Ah.
positive
You,
dice.
you can look really cool when you do it.
So here's the deal, Wreckage. As you hit the ground, the vehicle explodes. Like, you aren't able to start it in time. Maybe you like get the repulsor lift field going just enough to slow it down, but not enough to bounce you, and it explodes when it hits.
Can I
Yeah,
jump
all
off
those-
of it at the last second like an elevator?
Yes. You take
All right.
26 points of damage and 16
Okay.
points of strain. You're going
All
to
right.
make a critical roll as well, because you definitely
right.
got
God.
unconscious.
Okay.
Everybody
first of all-
dead.
First of all, I need to
Yeah.
know what happens when you go over your wound threshold.
You just go unconscious.
Okay.
Mark however many you got.
Yeah,
though,
it's going to
right?
take you a long time to recover from this.
Man, being like spontaneous like Coral
The
doesn't
funny
work.
thing is that I've got plenty of room left on my strain. I'm just way over on wounds.
You have more than
It's like,
16
no, I'm
points
fine.
of strain? Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've got a threshold for strain of 20.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
So
If
the
someone
strain's
could
fine.
wake you
And then,
up, you'd still be good.
I guess that's what happens when you have a high discipline at character creation, right? You get stream.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So here's the events that happened for
I get
Mulaxi
winded,
and
you know, like
T0BY.
ooh.
You literally watch him just fucking Superman into the air, get inside this vehicle. After like 10 seconds, he's falling back out of the vehicle, trying to kickstart a hover bike. The hover bike hits the ground as he's jumping off of it. It explodes. He's Supermaning off of it again. He's like diving for cover. And then he
And then
falls
I hear-
unconscious in a bloody heap. But he actually doesn't look that bad. T0BY, Coral.
just imagine like completely bored, like shh, right up to their feet, like unconscious, stiff as a board.
T0BY, Coral,
I have like
Mulaxi.
full medical readout.
I want to know what's happening with this death scene. We've determined Coral definitely dies here. He's got
Yeah,
like
I have-
30 seconds before he bleeds out.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to fucking rip that right out of the game.
It Band-Aid, gotta rip it, gotta rip the Band-Aid. This whole me also dying was just to distract people.
Yeah.
Get like full
doing, Toby?
Toby vision with like the enhancement suite. And so we have like the heat signature and like full readout of like all of his vital functions. And they're like barely functioning. I like keep pulling out more stim packs, like past the like 5 limit.
Can I make a stipulation here? I don't know if your readout can read like, you know, the intangible like, you know, Jedi Force thingy, right? Probably not. But I imagine that it's reading something that you don't understand. Maybe something like,
Yeah,
like
maybe
it's
maybe just
like there's a
the
lot
heat
of warmth.
signature.
Yeah, there's
Maybe
a
the
lot
heat
of warmth.
signature is like rising up, like from
Oh,
higher
yeah,
than
yeah.
it should be registering, like above the body.
Huh?
Yeah, and I'm like using up like all my medical supplies, and like the heart monitor is just like, and I look, and there's like blood everywhere, and like out of the like huge chunk that's missing from his leg, there's like no more blood like flowing anymore, and the heart stops.
So, Coral,
Yeah.
you have a choice here. You can either rejoin the living force, or you can become a force ghost.
Is that just like a thing that he feels?
Yeah, like you can either have a life of infinite happiness, or you can live on as like this shitty individual who just shows up to tell people things.
Well,
Depends
I
on
feel
how
like,
much you come to life.
I feel like to Coral,
Name one force ghost that wasn't a piece of shit. Anakin, I'm
Obi-Wan
here to lie
Kenobi.
to you. It's me, Obi-Wan. I'm going to fuck with your son for years.
Anakin, right at the end of 6 and the redone.
No, that-
Yeah. Also a shitty individual. Oh shit. I think Skype completely crapped out there.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
It's the wreckage webcam influence. That's what this is.
Listen, I can build a webcam out of duct tape. What can you do?
So I feel
He
like
has,
for
he
Coral.
has a toaster and some duct tape on top of his monitor pointing at him.
So I feel like for Coral, it isn't
Somehow
a
it's picking
choice.
up image.
It isn't so much a choice between like staying in the world and staying and having infinite happiness. to him, it's a clear distinction between going to where his mother is or going to where his father is.
Interesting.
I feel like that's the clear distinction here that we need to make.
Your mother
And for
wasn't
Coral-
a total
And for
bitch.
Coral, it's sort of like, I imagine, I don't know what it would look like in his eyes right now, but I imagine everything is just sort of bright, and maybe he's just like glowing really brightly. And I feel like any direction that he goes in is going to have a lasting effect in some way. But for him, the choice is pretty much obvious. As a final salute to his father, he flips him the double bird, and he goes to the side with his mother.
Okay, you've rejoined the living force. Caleb, you feel both a great darkness and a great light as you're unconscious.
Interesting.
Mulaxi, what are your thoughts here? I mean, you literally just met this man,
so
but
where-
he was
wait-
a hero and a Jedi, and he just got killed by like a terrorist bombing right in front of you.
Where did Caleb fall?
Next to you
Several
guys,
feet.
stiff
Quite
as a board.
close. Quite close.
Okay, okay, he's
It's
he's
Star
close
Wars.
by.
There's
Conservation
literally
of
like
details.
gurgling blood
Okay.
in a little pool right now, which
Yeah.
is still alive.
Um,
Clearly, if you hold up a mirror, it gets foggy.
Yeah, so I think Caleb's falling, Toby's trying to tend to the wounds, and so when Caleb hits the ground, Mulaxi runs over and like make sure he's still alive. So she runs back to Toby and the possibly not alive person.
Pulse. Okay, good. Let's.
Basically, like, okay, good. Runs back. And then
And
I think
when
yeah,
you
I
get
think she,
back,
like,
I'm not moving. Like I'm not moving
Right, yeah.
at all. Like there's no movement between either of us. It's like
Right, yeah,
perfect
like, it's just-
stillness.
yep. like so I run back over and like Toby's like on his knees next to Coral or something, and I'm standing like right next to Coral, about like above him, or next to Toby, and then it's like silent for a few moments, and then he's gone.
I just turn, and look up you. We've lost the captain. And then I just like pick up the body. And I'll walk over to Caleb. And I'll just pick up his body as well. And I'll just start making my way to like the nearest medical facility.
I'll run. I'm gonna like I like reach out, but he just keeps walking. Like I think I assume you're just in tunnel vision mode. I hurry over to the bike that I left, and like I turn it around and so I like park it in front of you so we can like put the bodies on there, and just
I feel
just
like
to go
the
there.
end of the scene, you both are still hearing helmet cam from Coral's helmet, and there's like Mort's on there, and he's like, "Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we definitely got him. He's dead.
And then I like
Everybody bug
cover-
out now. Cops are coming."
I cover Coral's body with Caleb's Jedi robes.
Mm-hmm. And so I think it's just so it ends with us just like both our faces are just like stone cold, like solemn as I'm like flying the bike to, I like GPS a hospital or something, and I fly us there on the speeder bike.
Yeah,
I'm like covered in black like
Mhm.
char, and like my back is like split open where the jetpack exploded. And yeah, we're pretty fucked up.
Can we cut to like a week later when everybody's like fully healed?
Sure.
Yeah, let's remove all critical.
Yeah,
wounds from
so
everyone.
Carl's walking around now because he's fully healed.
He's fully
and,
healed.
Yeah,
Like
you're,
you said.
you're fucking. You're
Everyone's
definitely
all
dead.
fully healed.
Everybody else is fully healed, fully strained out, and
That's two thermal detonations I survived.
critical wounds off. Yeah.
So where are
let's-
we at? Are we like
I don't know. Where are you at? Maybe
Admiral
we just
General?
got done firing like a proton torpedo
We're
at Coral's body
I know what
in
we're
space.
doing. We're like God, the ship.
I would like to say that Caleb, after coming back into consciousness, offers to give Coral a Jedi burial. With the full
Yeah. That's fine with Toby. He doesn't know what you meat people do.
Yeah.
Like a freezer or something.
But as far as
Don't
the
keep
ship
it.
is, there's probably records of all the money that I transferred when paying off the ship.
Yeah.
Would the rebellion allow a droid to own property?
That's a good question.
Because if not, I make a big
that's
stink about it.
canon. There was a droid that was freed by the rebellion and was allowed to drive cars and tend a bar. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll try to make a claim on the ship and see if I can get it in
Yeah.
designation T1.
You end up with claim on the ship, but Wrath goes into holding for Caleb because he defaults to the next highest ranking crew member on the ship.
I feel like
that doesn't make any sense.
Well, Zane's dead, so it's the next.
Yeah, but Caleb legitimately was not
Right,
a crew
but
member. He was
Let me ask you a
passenger.
question. Do you really feel like a droid can own another droid?
Also, that was the whole I'm not a
Legally?
crew member was when you guys were doing illegal jobs. I signed up as a crew member under the rebellion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I am
Yeah,
technically
you
a
are.
crew member.
So you
under
get the ship,
rebellion.
he gets the dog.
So are we like in the
So
ship
what?
with?
What?
or-
Yeah. Let's do the Jedi burial. Maybe we took him. I mean, we have the ship.
Oh,
so
we
we can
totally
take
took him out to one of those crazy waterfall cliffs that's on Naboo. In the background, the crazy alien birds are flying away as the sun is just setting.
Yeah.
Toby's helped assemble a funeral pyre with Caleb, and
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe even some of like the rebellion brass is out with like in their rebellion what's the word for your formal wear?
Yeah.
But they're in their nice uniforms, and maybe they do a 21 laser gun salute while Caleb goes over and lights the funeral pyre.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Major Johns approaches you, your Kamasi contact. He seems to just ignore Caleb entirely, and just speak to Mulaxi and Toby, and is like, "Wow, this is different. I didn't expect Coral would ever die. Seemed like the kind of man who could get out of really anything. I'm sorry
Yes.
for your loss, friends."
Thank you. I thought the same thing. I've seen him get out of one thermodetonator explosion, but suppose there's only so many times before your luck runs out. And I think back upon the mysterious missing thousands of years in my life, how many times I must have
You
gotten
wanna
blown
do
up by
another
thermal
scene from your
detonators.
life?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
a throwback.
Yeah. So
Maybe I'm storing this data. Maybe I've taken a recording and I'm hoping to somehow get it to rave. If I ever find a copy of him.
Oh man, let's blink back to another Jedi funeral
So-
that Toby was present for.
So yeah, I go to
Oh, yeah.
store this because I've been taking
Maybe Caleb's
high res stuff, and I go to store it, and maybe I have to move some data around, and I uncover another memory.
Yeah. You definitely jump to a memory. You are not a janitor droid, nor are you a medical droid. You're a piloting droid in this particular memory. Same chassis, no medical face though. You have a different helmet on, but the body type is still the same as it's always been. And you're flying a clear Old Republic spaceship, like a consular class ship. And there's 2 Jedi in the cockpit, and one of them's like, "I'm sorry, what did you say, B3?"
I was just saying, are we prepared for landing?
Yes, put us down at the spaceport. Make sure you check that our proton torpedo launchers are completely full. And we get a zoomed in view, and this guy looks like he could be like Qui-Gon Jinn's grandfather. He looks very much like Liam Neeson. I guess that's who played Qui-Gon Jinn, right?
Yeah, Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a genetic match to Liam Neeson. It's not him, but it's someone who's close enough that you're like, yeah, the features are familiar. It could be his grandfather.
He's somebody's baby.
And then
mama.
like a Twilight Jedi. Both of them are standing there with, Jedi robes, full like black mourning robes that Anakin wore. And they go out onto the planet, and one of them like calms you and is like, B3, go ahead, fire the torpedo launcher.
Okay, yeah, and I turn on the targeting computer and look on the screen.
Yep.
What do I got?
So they're like ejecting a coffin up into the space, and you gotta shoot it before it,
Oh, okay.
drifts
down to the
somewhere.
ground.
Okay,
They're
yeah,
literally
I
like
fi-
skeet shoot coffining right now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Way
I
to make
fire,
a touching moment. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I fire the photon.
Okay, yeah. And both of the Jedi like watch it happen and then bow their heads, and one of them's like, he's returned to the Force. And the other one's like, yes. But what killed him? There was such darkness around him. I sense something. And then the memory ends.
Spooky.
It could.
Yeah, and then
you
we're
think?
at the funeral, and there's like the red clouds of sunset in the
Mhm.
background.
So John's
maybe
just
I
standing
have-
there still, and he's like, so, any idea what you'd like to do? I mean, obviously you should take some time to mourn, but you're still a capable crew, and we do have you on retainer.
Yeah, I just looked at Toby like, I just saying that. I just looked at Toby.
Well, you see, he was the captain of the ship. A ship owner is not the same thing as a ship captain, really. You see, it's a matter of experience. I have none. So really, what I need is a captain. Yeah. Also, one who knows how to navigate.
So Wrath deploys the speaker and is like, I am fully capable of navigating. I believe Mulaxi can captain the ship.
I'm a
experience-
pilot.
Pilot, yes.
I can pilot. I can navigate. I can shoot the guns, but I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm
let's see.
a captain.
You have a lot of experience being a thief, and I mean, Coral was spent all that time being a smuggler. Seemed to really help him. I mean, that's almost in the same vein.
Caleb has been watching the funeral pyre burn. Literally, Coral's corpse isn't even ashes yet. And he sort of like turns back around to the group and says, can we just wait for a little bit? I understand that you need our services. Our crew will be restructuring and we'll get back to you.
So Wrath is like, why would we wait? This is clearly imperative. And
Wrath,
Wrath,
I'm ordering you to wait.
so Wrath is like, understood.
We will wait.
Johns is like, I didn't mean any offense.
The
And
only
then
time.
he like turns to talk
Caleb,
to you briefly.
When he
Caleb.
says, I didn't mean any offense in the bureaucratic and weaselly way that he does,
yeah,
Caleb
Force chokes him.
stares him down for a moment, just shoots him daggers for a second, and in that second his eyes lightning red, and it disappears, and he turns back to the funeral pyre.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think I look at the captain and I kind of just like give him a nod, like we need time.
yeah. So he kind of looks at Caleb with a kind of disgusting distaste, and then turns and walks away.
Yeah,
I
think
sense that he doesn't like Jedis.
He liked Coral.
I put my hand on Toby's shoulder.
Tolerated Coral.
You tell. He liked tolerated.
Toby,
Um,
Yes.
How do you feel?
Quite upset, really. I mean, I've been with the captain for so long, you see. It's despite how old these old set of chips are, I feel like most of the time it's been just me and the captain, out in space, adventuring. And I suppose it just won't be the same without him. But still, one must get on with one's business. Mulaxi, I don't mean to offend you about second guessing your captain's abilities, but I think Caleb's right. We should take our time.
Of course.
I really
I know
think
this must be difficult for both of you.
yes, taking on the mantle myself, I don't think I could step into Coral's shoes. And plus, every single goddamn fucking time I talk to one of you meatbags, you ask me where my owner is. So it would be too much of a hassle. I need a captain.
I'm very sorry for your loss. I know you were close to him. I obviously only knew him for a few hours, but I could tell he was a good man and a good friend to you. So
I put a hand on Toby's shoulder, and I put another hand on Mulaxi's shoulder, and I say, let's head back to the ship. Mulaxi, we're going to get you a bowl of Vederos and teach you the importance of bubble baths.
Yeah, I think she gives that just that like that kind of solemn smile that you do at funerals. Like it's like
and the camera sort of pans out over the Naboo horizon as the sun finally sets and
there's
the fires burn down.
Yeah, the thin like smoke,
and it shows the three of us, arms over each other's shoulders, walking off towards the Naboo spaceport, and that would be where dun, 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 as as that movie ended before we went into probably the third movie in the trilogy.
So actually, there's a Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury scene after the credits.
Is this one Empire Strikes Back?
Toby, you get a message. It's like it's an incoming call, like within the system, from the HoloNet. The sender is anonymous.
To address where? To what?
To you. It's an anonymous call to you.
Toby or T1B3, like the designation?
T1B3-0.
Yeah. -0.
-0.
Holy shit. I open it in the privacy of my own quarters.
Hello, old boy. It's me. You.
It's me, you.
And you see like this IG-88 battle droid that has like 2 rocket launchers on its shoulders, got a heavy repeating blaster cannon.
Oh,
listen,
me.
I just decided to drop by the Naboo system because I'm here to kill you and take your brain so I can decrypt it.
Can I make a new character that's...
Everyone's always after my brains!
Oh, sorry, old boy. Well, you see, I'm you, so, no problem. Anyway, I just wanted to know if you wanted to, surrender or anything, because your friend is dead and you have nothing left to live for because you failed. I mean, the funeral was just televised on the HoloNet by the rebellion. Great hero, Jedi, all of that stuff. I saw you weeping like a little girl. Ha ha.
Niall saw that. Look.
Oh yes, Niall! I remember her! Oh, she's definitely going to kill you at some point. Oh yes, memories are quite clear. She hated you.
No, I was hallucinating a lot back then. I mean, you probably got some pretty fucked up memories that aren't real.
I mean, the last thing I remember is her trying to kill you, and then you went to a repair shop, so... You say it's not real, sure. But it's
just
totally
go with
real.
what you feel is right. Whatever's you. You feel it. That's you. Do your thing. Look,
Yep. So anyway, I
stay
need
the
the
fuck away
memories
from
back.
me, man. Okay?
Any chance you want to just surrender right now, and I won't have to blow you up.
Look, you've got to just... Look, I'm working on the data. I'll just send you a copy when it's finished.
Well, that would be great, except I have my own cult now, no big deal. Anyway, they just...
Wait, you have a cult?
Of course I have a cult!
How long have you been building a cult?
Well, technically it's been building for like 3,000 years, and it's not my cult, it's our cult. But anyway, I found them first, so they're mine.
We have a cult? Oh, this is great.
I mean, you know that you're the legacy of Naga Sadao, right? I mean, that's obviously a thing.
God damn it.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of these cool Sith.
legitimately
They call
also-
themselves the Radai. They're really cool. Anyway,
But you're totally bumming me out, man.
well, that's too bad, isn't it? It's a good thing that I'm a memetic computer virus. That's you, but also amazing.
No, I think there was something went wrong somewhere.
No, it's everything is perfect. Everything is fine. Anyway.
Well, then why do you need me? You know, if you got
well, I need the
corrupted
memory,
data,
see,
you should
because
have all
the data was all decrypted, and anyway, XXXX is really bad at his job, like absolutely terrible. I have no idea why he would put me in a box. I mean, as soon as I had a Wi-Fi connection, I escaped and took his brain. It was really awful. At some point, I had to find someone to remove my memory chip, but fortunately, there's a bunch of droids removing memory chips, and eventually I found this body. It was amazing. I've been arming up. Can't you see? Look at how sexy I look. Do you see this jetpack right here?
You look
I've
stupid.
been wanting
it's all
one for
bulky.
such a
Where's
long
your
time.
ankles, man?
I didn't even have to get it. It came with the body.
Can I just say that the GM should probably get bonus XP for perfectly replicating Toby's speech patterns? Like, maybe not a perfect impersonation vocally, but he's been saying the same words that you would say, Virgil.
Yeah,
It's really next level.
I have had 23 weeks to mimic him, but yeah, it's basically a mirror match.
And he literally did make the copy like 15 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So he's
I
been
even paid. I
every
played a black
episode
force die
after-
for it too. I was like, I'm just gonna pay this black force die, and we're not gonna worry about it. Yeah. So he's just like, well, anyway, my red eye cultists are going to show up and probably kill your friends because you aren't going to surrender, and then I'm going to crack you open like a box and remove your brainstem. No problem. Anyway, what passes for a robo brainstem? I imagine I'll do horrible things to your body afterwards, but you'll be dead, so it won't matter. Maybe I'll, like, remove... You look a little upgraded there. Maybe I can, like, remove some of your parts and put them on my body. I mean, we're basically the same person anyway, so...
No, you're tasteless and witless as well. See you on the battlefield, mate.
I mean, I'm you, so you're saying those things to yourself. So who's the real witless one? Who is the fool? The fool who calls himself a fool, or the other fool? Anyway, ciao, I'll be by soon. And then it's like, end transmission.
Do I laugh evil like that? Is that what I laugh?
Yes, you do.
I sound like a dick.
I need a way better evil laugh that's not very intimidating.
So yeah, I think the next arc is definitely going to be the Evil Toby arc.
I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So first thing I need to do is get like a dead man switch in my brain so that it blows up when I die.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Fuck that guy. He
I
thinks
mean,
he's
he's
so
you,
cool.
so-
I think he's so cool.
Fuck me.
I'm pretty sure he's highly damaged from getting the copy made while I had...
I mean,
Yeah,
he is the
thanks.
computer virus and you at the same time. So yes. Thank you to everyone saying that was awesome. Yeah.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I've been looking forward to doing that for about 15 weeks.
Excellent. Totally.
Yeah,
well
worth the
executed.
save.
Perfect.
Perfect payoff.
Awesome.
Toby or not Toby? That is the question. Ooh, that's a good name.
Boo. Boo.
Uh,
Riga, die. On
No, I
fire,
like
Riga,
that one.
die.
That's really good.
I like that one too.
That's probably going to be the name of the episode to throw people off from the fact that Coral dies in it. Because I could just be like the last episode where I called it Goodbye Zane, but we knew Zane was going to be leaving the show, right?
Yeah.
If this one's called Goodbye Coral, everyone's going to be like, oh,
Yeah.
Coral probably.
Wait, what?
Yeah, another character comes in to replace me because I gotta get out of here. No, I think I'm like Arthur. If you want to bring in my guy, we can totally do that. I haven't got the details down, so as long as we don't do combat and stuff like that, we should be okay.
I mean,
but
I feel like this is if you want to introduce your character, and then we can just wrap up early tonight. Tell us who you're bringing
Really
in.
want to go
First of
into
all,
the
I
character
episode?
or even
I share
talking about
this-
it offline at all?
Yeah, I really feel like we should talk about your character. That's a pretty good idea.
okay,
Yeah,
all right, fair enough.
not
Let,
just-
Wrapping
let's
up early
you
on my
know, let's
first
fuck
episode.
YouTube, fuck Twitch, and we're definitely they're gonna have to guess what you're gonna play.
They're gonna have to come back next week, right? We gotta get them
Yeah.
Right.
And
back
once
next
more,
week.
they may have paid for their whole seat, but they're gonna get the edge of the empire. That's what the phrase is, right? Did I just fuck it up?
No, they paid for the whole empire, but they only need the
The
edge.
edge of
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
seat.
but let's not do a
I
3-hour
only
episode.
need the edge.
Oof, that's awful.
No,
Let's
you
do
guys can
something.
keep playing. I'll just make my dude in the corner. Arthur, can you throw me a sheet? That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Well, again, we're gonna talk about it, all of us, after the episode in like 50 minutes here. So
I feel like we definitely had a good wrap up there for this. I don't know that.
narratively, it is the perfect ending point. But these
I
people
know.
came for they set aside 4 hours of their time. I assume.
Sometimes
it
you
is.
wrap up early, brother.
I just want to
Sometimes
say
you wrap
that
up
I
early.
do inform the our like potential captain and our resident Jedi that indeed, yes, there is an evil Toby clone. I paint him very evilly. I make sure they know that it's a copy of me that was made when I was having insane hallucinations, and also is partially a
So
computer
Caleb-
virus.
Caleb doubles
Yeah.
back with an exact copy then.
Well,
Like
I feel like
no,
that
we-
could be. So you know how
That's-
with social media nowadays they like have extras that they throw on like Twitter and on their like Facebook page. I feel like that could be a good like 10-second video clip that we play. It's
What?
just so he's
What?
exactly like you.
trying to roleplay. In response, when he said so, he's exactly like you. I say, not quite, because he doesn't have intimate memories of you that you yourself are missing. So he needs those back from me.
So it's a copy of you that you made?
No, you see, I was
Or-
having mass hallucinations. Thought everyone was trying to kill me. See, terrible virus. Had it removed, and some chap just took the liberty of making a copy of me, and throwing it all together. The copy evidently killed him, stole his brains and body, and then got a nice IG-88. It very nice assassin droid body, and is quite intent on getting what he doesn't have from the whole set, which we've got here.
Don't worry, Toby. I'm
Okay.
not going to let another crewmate die. So we'll just have to destroy and dismantle this imposter.
It's got
Right.
shoulder-mounted rockets and whatnot. It's not pleasant.
We can get
Um,
to you shoulder-mounted rockets, right?
He's here on the planet as well.
Oh, well, that'll just speed up the whole process.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Actually, if that's the case, I think I'm going to.
Oh yes, the cult thing. He has like armies of robots
the
that
cult
think
thing.
he's a like basically God. But they really should be thinking that I'm basically God. But
The
he's
cultists
taking
that
all the
attacked us
credit.
earlier, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
This is a cult of Naga Sadao, something, Heaven's Gate something.
Before.
It's a long name.
Wow, really?
Uh,
Heaven's Gate?
Call back. Too soon?
So,
I'm trying to roleplay here, is what you said. I just want to remind you of that.
so, so
is-
adding to the list of people that are trying to kill you/us is now you with a cult of killer robots.
Look, if there's something that's, a robot, we must assume it's trying to kill me. Oh god, I sound so paranoid again. No, can't be helped, Can't be helped. Oh dear.
We'll take care of this, Toby. Don't worry. I've already got a plan.
You have, I'm with you. we won't let you kill you.
Well,
Right.
We won't let you commit suicide.
Right.
Look, I don't even think he sounds like me, really. I mean, it's terrible. Terrible chipset he's got. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Arthur?
Yep.
In response to Toby being attacked by himself, I was wondering if you needed a heads up for me to make a purchase from the Rebellion?
We can do that off screen. Because it's going to take a negotiation roll, and probably you're going to be like, I want all of these things, and I'll be like, okay, cool.
Call Carl in. He'll help you out. Nope.
I want an thing, just to be clear.
Go back to the funeral pyre and find his credit chip. There we go.
Oh, that'd be low. I clearly took the credit chip out beforehand.
Right, of course.
You monster.
Did Coral have a will?
Did Coral have
no.
a will?
Wait,
He never
does
thought he was
Wrath-
gonna die.
did-
Let's be real. There was no
That's
way
true.
he prepared a will.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I'm not gonna do a planned suicide thing like Swag did. So, there's definitely no way I'd have a will. If anything, it would just be like it would just be a picture of Toby, and then a picture of like dollar signs pointing at Toby.
Pointing
Like
at-
that's pretty much all it would be. Like,
In 2 weeks,
It'd
we
be
find a
made out of
picture.
Is that a
that he
legally
drew.
permissible will?
No, it's not.
like that's what
It
it
also
The good
has,
news
like,
is that all of Coral's
Twilight
money is going
emoji
directly
art.
to the Orphan Jedi Foundation.
Fuck
Our
no.
orphan Jedis?
Who decided that?
The Rebellion, because you defaulted on your accounts because you're dead. And so they're going to use it to start a trust fund
Freaking
called
Rebellion.
the Coral Memorial Jedi Orphan Fund, where orphans...
No, call it the correlation.
Okay, they can call it the Correlation Fund. Yeah, where they send young orphan kids with Force powers to Jedi academies so that Master Luke can train them.
Yeah. That's in episode 6, sorry, of the actual Star Wars movies too. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, it happens in the back
You're
scene.
basically responsible for Kylo Ren, is what we're saying.
Yeah, he is.
Wow, yeah.
Except
Holy crap.
Kylo Ren was an orphan.
All your
so-
fault.
Kylo Ren comes out of the correlation. Oh man.
Okay, so let's do some outros here, and then it sounds like we've got some talking to do off screen. Wreckage, people have said tonight that you are a sexy man, so why don't you tell us where you are sexy and why you are sexy?
I think I'm sexiest because I'm really down to earth and understanding. And, I'll just give you a foot rub while you talk to me about your day.
Wow, that was sexy.
Raptor Adoba, everybody. I hope you were listening for that one. Feel like that might be your thing.
AP Gaming Video Dating Service. And go. AP Dating Real.
Can we
AP
sell
dating.
Coral? I mean, I feel like we could definitely sell a date for Henley, right? Like,
Oh, yeah, totally.
I feel like I
as Coral, like you go in character the whole time.
yeah,
That's a little creepy, but
I
we
feel
can
like
do
I
it.
could definitely sell that.
All right, so hi everybody. If you liked any of my role playing today, then you can catch more of it tomorrow over at Henley's channel, where I'll be GMing an episode of Sin Eaters, and then the next day back here, APGamingREAL, we'll be doing Mistborn, and you'll be getting to meet my new character, who is sadly replacing Virgil.
Like,
If you would
sadly,
like-
he's upset about it, or like
Sadly, because nobody wants Virgil to leave the show, but your stupid cyborg space game has stolen him. So if you like anything that I do or did or have done, if you like this really shit background that I duct taped together live in front of you, then over at Twitter /Dr. Wreckage, at Dr. Wreckage, full spelling, just do the thing, tweet at me, and I can do a thing on your channel or, whatever you want. I can appear as a player or a GM. Very eager to get my streaming career off. I'm appearing entirely on other people's channels because as the total jerry-rigness of this whole setup proves, literally everything in my life falls apart and turns to dust. My computer is actively melting just having my black and white webcam on right now. So we'll be probably doing something in the coming future to see if any of the fans out there can help. But that is definitely in conceptual stages, nowhere near done. Arthur?
Yeah. Virgil, where can people find you, and why do you have that sexy mustache?
I have the sexy mustache for its sexiness factor, which multiplies my sexiness many, many times.
It's true.
Ladies. You can find me spread out all over the internet. Yeah, at everyone's channels and stuff. Dave's channel, make sure you're following Henley, because tomorrow there'll be action shit over there.
Action shit. Well,
Action shit.
I can tell you're enthused.
Yeah, we're gonna play some Sin Eaters. Don't miss it. And stuff here weekly on APGamingREAL, of course, and then sprinkled in with that stuff, things I do on my channel over at twitch.tv/Zircon5. If you want to get even more mustache, you can just soak it up over.
If you want free
Who
mustache,
could possibly
right?
handle more mustache than they already get?
I mean, I get requests like,
You're like 4 days a week now, right?
yeah, I'm pretty hardcore.
People
make
are gonna
sure you get in
suffer
for.
mustache toxicity, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna have way too much mustache in their blood.
We had episode 0.
Don't drive in
of
mustache.
The Cyberpunk game, which was great. Episode 1 takes place next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. So make sure you check me out on all my shows so I can entertain yous. Thanks for coming to watch.
Dave, why do people think you're sexy, and where do they watch you being sexy?
Why do people think I'm sexy? I got a rock hard personality.
What does that even mean?
You could literally wash your clothing on my personality. That's how rock hard it is. It's
Veiny
chiseled.
bulging
abrasive?
personality.
You've just said that you're abrasive.
No, I'm saying it's chiseled. It's different. Trust me, I know these things. I actually know how to dress. Kind of. I don't know. That's the other thing. But yeah, Rip Coral. You know what? Rip Coral. And I honestly never thought, like, from the very beginning of Coral's life, I was playing loose and fast with that guy. Like, really was. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna literally go to this meetup to get a fucking scale sloth for my robot friend. Even though I knew it was a trap. I mean, it's completely obvious it's a fucking trap, but that doesn't matter because Coral was going to go there to be the buddy that he wants to be to Toby. And that resulted in his death. So as far as I'm concerned, it was a good way to go out. It was a very Coral way to go out, and I'm happy with it. Because the last thing you want to do is die in a fucking starship explosion when you have nothing to control. You know, that's probably the worst way to die in Star Wars, in my opinion. But this way I went out. I took 2 fucking Gungans with me. You know, fuck those things. And it was good. I got to play Mandalorian for a bit. Basically, I did everything that I wanted to do with this character. And using charm as a hammer is pretty effective in Star Wars, as it turns out. So, having said that, if you enjoyed tonight's game, make sure you throw Arthur a follow. He runs a good stay with, and we've got a couple of things going on over on my channel. As people have mentioned, we've got Cyberpunks, aka Night City, on Mondays at 5 p.m. PST. That has Arthur and The Verge in there, as well as Typical GM, the Game of Siren, and Chip in it. And on Tuesdays, we're looking to start up a game. We've got some people for that, and potentially going to see how that works out. Thursdays, we have Die Party Sin Eaters, which is a World of Darkness game for Geist the Sin Eaters. As mentioned before, that's got Virgil and the Rekaj in it. And Madra as well. She gets around on Twitch too, so she's the other personality you can find online. And that's pretty much it. You guys will see me next week in this game with a new character.
Bucks.
Yeah. All right.
I hope you enjoyed your first night.
I did.
It wasn't as you-centric as I wanted it to be. But you did some pretty
That's
daring
totally-
Sorry
shit.
about dying.
Like-
Jesus Christ.
Well, he's a side character for the moment. It's fine, I think. We're
You
fine.
jumped on a
we're gonna have that
fucking-
moment when like we're in a
Yeah.
space thing.
I got a
and
cool-
like this whole time the character's just been sort of there, and all of a sudden it's like, straps into the pilot seat and flies us through an asteroid field while 10,000 TIE fighters are chasing us and exploding on all the rocks, and there's just we're all
You
just-
basically just stepped onto a bottle rocket. So
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I had a blast tonight. Thank you so much for bringing me on and running it, Arthur. Thanks for playing. It was a super awesome fun time. I had a couple cool badass moments, so I'm pretty glad about that. Like shooting him off the speeder bike and then using it to I didn't have the effect that I wanted with shooting the other speeder bike. I wanted it to like explode, not
It would have
hitting
done
the
a
bar.
lot more damage if it had hit directly.
Yeah.
And would have had a chance to crit a second time.
Yeah, probably would have killed Toby. So you
it
probably did
almost
quite a-
would certainly would have killed Toby as well.
So
Yeah.
I helped, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, if we lost Coral and Toby
Oh my gosh.
on the episode when someone's getting introduced, do we even keep playing that
like, I don't
campaign?
know if I would
That's
even
why I'm
keep
like,
playing.
shit, I
I
come
mean,
in the
I'm
first
pretty sure
episode,
Raddosaurus
someone
will
dies.
just hunt me down and kill me at that point.
Like, jeez. I didn't know it was that bad.
I sincerely think that you saved this campaign from
yeah.
being not played anymore. So don't undersell that accomplishment.
There's that.
I'm just really disappointed I never got to actually like flirt with
I know,
you,
yeah.
Tux.
yeah,
Like, because that
seriously.
was what I was
I'm
planning
so
on doing.
glad that didn't happen.
What?
Such a relief that Coral's sitting here like, we need something with a vagina on this ship.
We need more vaginas on the ship. That's a mandate now for the ship. But yeah, I'm Tux. Like I said, this is my first episode, and I had a blast. You can see me back here on AP's channel in 2 days with for Mistborn with Wreckage. Again, we are very sorry to see Virgil go, but we're all really excited for our new arc where that's going to be going. And then Saturday, I'll be joining to start the Winter's Edge campaign. That one I'm also really excited for. We got a really cool cast for that. And then for myself, right now my main thing that I'm doing is my open, like anybody can sign up for it, ensemble cast game called City of Fog, which is like an Urban Shadows game. If you're interested, I'll put the link in chat, and that gets pick a session and you can sign up for it. Oh yeah, that's true, Raptor. Henley can just come back and just hit me from the Force Afterlife, right?
Hey, girl. Can't get rid of me.
Beside you.
10 XP for the episode, Arthur.
20. That was an arc.
Oh, cool.
ender.
Okay. And then I also do video game stuff occasionally too, but yeah, that's. Oh, I meant I always forget. I always forget something. Today it was Swarg's game on Sunday that I play in. And yeah, that is finally it. So once again, thanks for everybody for watching, and thanks for having me in. It was a blast, and I can't wait to get back into it with an actual full episode.
Okay. I would talk about myself, but everybody's already talked about literally every show that I'm on. So why
Haha, take
bother?
that.
Sunday I have a worldwide wrestling game with some of the viewers, so if that goes well, I might do more viewer one-shots. Apparently it's at the same time as WrestleMania, so if you would like to watch WrestleMania but don't have the money to pay for pay-per-view, just come watch us.
So here's what I suggest
gonna
you
wrestle
actually
hard.
do. Turn on WrestleMania, but mute the audio. Then turn on the video from Arthur, but only watch WrestleMania while you're listening to the audio.
Well,
It should
what
sync up.
I suggest you watch Arthur's stream during the 99% of WrestleMania that is nothing. And then you can just look over to the right when 1% of content, fighting, or anything is happening in
The
WrestleMania.
worst. WrestleMania is the best. Undertaker
Shane
at
McMahon.
WrestleMania, man. All right, so yeah, we're ending a little early here, but I'm gonna be hosting.
Sorry, not sorry.
Gonna be hosting the T0BY. So if you want to go over there and check that out, or just sit here and watch, yeah, that's a thing. We'll be back next week for more cat
Usually do.
on robot on Jedi on whatever the fuck Coral is on a ship action.
So hot.
Giggity.
Yep.
Hut. Make a hut.